Hello, I'm Carter McGuire, industrial designer. And tonight I wanted to take a lighthearted look at product development, sharing a line of the creation of a barware line. Starting with these incriminating pictures that I happen to have on my phone, suggesting maybe why the reason we got chosen for such a project and how design made me drink. To fill you in a little bit on who we are, a little company history. My wife and I, Brandy and I, founded CMDG back in 2006 after working many years in the housewares industry. We're a full-service industrial design firm, meaning we take product ideas and we deliver goods for retail. Since launching, we've had the privilege of designing for some of the largest companies in the housewares industry. And what really kind of makes us different is the knowledge of manufacturing and how to get products made overseas with our factory connections that we've made over the years. And you know, we don't hand over a pretty picture. We're not a firm that just hands over something, a design that can't be made, and say good luck getting it produced. So one of our most important things that we like to focus on is our client relations. We think long term, and we really want to become extensions of their staff, essentially. And many of them treat us like family. For instance, in this photo, the past Christmas, we were flown to Madison, Wisconsin by a client only to be part of their Christmas party. So countless hours have been spent off the clock maintaining relationships. One relationship specifically is the Crate & Barrel, the retail chain. We've been working with them in some kind of capacity for over the last 15 years, even dating back before CMDG was founded. A few years back, we received a call and asked if we would become one of their featured designers, which was truly an honor because there's some amazing people that's part of this. After developing about 30 kitchen products for them, we were asked to develop a line of bar tools exclusively for Crate. It may have something to do with a late night in Frankfurt, Germany with the entire crew from Crate & Barrel that we were chosen for such a task, but you know, those late night hours is where a lot of business gets done. So the first thing that we did was drink. You know, in the name of research, right, everywhere we went, from airport bars to really kind of the higher end places that create signature drinks, we ordered and we watched. We watched what bar tools they used. We noted how they were being used. We noted their quality. And we knew when we were doing this, we were developing this line for the home mixologists. So we started research with those individuals specifically. We collected photos from serious home mixologists and along with friends and family, and we asked what tools did they have in their home bar? Where were they stored? Were they on display, or were they just mixed in with their kitchen tools? I think design caused some of our friends to drink as well. So of course it was time to start mixing at home, crafting cocktails quite often, you know, which was a great part of the research. We used tools that we had prior to this project to see what was missing, what we could add, and note the peeler, zester, and the cutting board were all designed at CMDG. It's handy having the kitchen stuff around. So it was time to create. And I added this image because I'm asked quite often, you know, what inspires you? And for one, the automotive industry. This is a perfect example, snapped in Florida, from architecture and interiors, and also fashion. In my opinion, those areas really tell where we're all headed aesthetically. So first I wanted to define the line, to set the aesthetics and the form that all the tools would follow. I felt like the cocktail shaker and the pitcher would be the one that would stand out and that would kind of define the line and set the parameters for me. So this kind of shows the beginning of my form study for that shaker and the pitcher. And this is the outcome. My general direction for the line kind of evolved along the way and ended up mixing and blending soft curves and linear lines in a way that could transcend various design styles. My goal was to create a line that could, you know, be a complete collection or a standalone in someone's existing bar. So a lot of heavy design speak there. So back to the research and why design was making me drink. It was obvious and it was very important to us to make sure along the way we were continuing to mix drinks, trying various techniques, ensure that we were capturing the needs of the home mixologist. a lot of home testing went into this project. Jumping back into the development, we always start with a sketch, rough, nothing fancy, only to kind of get thoughts and forms out quickly, and we refine those shapes until we're satisfied with the direction. Before we ever move into CAD or we do any of that, we're adamant that CAD is a tool and only a tool, and it is not the designer. That's words we live by. So here's a few of the final products, working clockwise: the funnel, squeeze bottle, ice bucket, tongs, jigger, muddler, and small whisk. Hopefully you can see that special attention was paid to ensure all the items kind of followed those initial parameters that we set by the cocktail shaker and the pitcher. Kind of all follows the same lines. And this is an image of my little small bar at home. We found that most mixologists only have a small amount of real estate dedicated to their bars. So I wanted to have ability to display some of the hard-working tools, like the peeler, bar knife, or zester. But as you can see, we're in the world with that fit. Where would it go? There's not a lot of room. So our solution was to go vertical with a small footprint for storage, kind of flat packed tools. We created a solid walnut mini block that would kind of store and organize the essentials: the bar knife, the bottle opener, zester, and the peeler. And now, if you could finish off that almost empty bottle of tequila, the one you would have room in your bar. And this is a condensed image from the most recent Crate and Barrel catalog. We're fortunate enough to be featured with like 5 other amazingly talented designers. And check out what they highlighted though: the cocktail shaker and the pitcher, with the ice bucket kind of creeping in there. But we also love the nod to Florence, Alabama, that kind of makes it in. It's always rewarding when products that you have hits the stores. So we judge our firm and its work by our client success. Did they make any money at the end of the day? And often we're the silent design behind many of these major brands. But this barware initiated the Carter McGuire Signature Series, so they must perform well, because now you're going to know who to blame. So yeah, I have to laugh because this is just another image I happen to have on my phone, just like some of the other ones from before. In the end, I think as designers and creatives, we all kind of share the same path when it comes to creating something from an idea to a finished piece. Only in this case, and in my case, was I forced to drink in the name of design.